All right, let's talk about the weather because it was a beautiful day outside, but it looks like we might see some storms tomorrow.
Yeah, as we go through the day tomorrow, we're going to start with clouds coming in, and especially compared to what we saw today. We saw a lot of sunshine today. So we're starting with clouds, and we have two systems that are actually going to be impacting our forecast starting tomorrow. The first one, if it moves really at all, Martha's Vineyard and the Cape likely getting much more wet because there will be some very heavy areas of rain within this system, and it has been wobbling around a little bit even on the models as we went through our day today, and the actual movement of it has been wobbling around. So right now it looks like Nantucket will see the heaviest rain in the morning, but that potential for it to move north is there, and if it does, the Cape will likely be getting wet from that as well. Now, as we go into the afternoon, the rest of us are going to have to keep an eye to the sky for the potential for thunderstorms, and they have the potential for torrential downpours, gusty winds. There could be a few warnings tomorrow afternoon. This is a look at 3 o'clock as they enter parts of southern New Hampshire and central Massachusetts. And then as we continue through the afternoon and the evening, this is going to try to line up as a cold front pushes over. So they will be moving at least. They're not going to be staying stationary. But as those storms move with the cold front, they'll likely be on the strong side even by 7, 8, 9 o'clock, moving from north to south, going through our evening, then finally clearing things out. But there will likely be some rumbles of thunder. If you have any plans outside tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, you'll definitely want to keep an eye out for where you can go to get inside just in case one of those thunderstorms do head your way. By Monday, though, we're looking mainly dry, and much of next week is looking dry. But there is a severe risk tomorrow, especially for wind. It looks like it's going to be very windy within these thunderstorms and the potential for small hail. As mentioned, though, these storms will at least be moving. They're likely not going to pop up over one spot and just sit overhead for the afternoon. And so that flood potential a little bit on the lower side, but you know, if you're driving in a thunderstorm, you easily could see water being picked up on the roads. And if you're in a flood-prone spot, your area could definitely pick up some water even from these moving thunderstorms. So there's a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather for southern New England. It does go up to New Hampshire and Vermont as well, but we all have an equal risk as this pushes overhead and eats through the heat and the humidity of the day. Now, as far as rain totals go, some of us aren't going to see all that much at all. Some of us could see close to 0 as far as rain goes, but others seeing over an inch of rain possible where these thunderstorms do develop. And going through our day tomorrow, much of the morning will be dry except for parts of the Cape and Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard. That potential for up to an inch of rain in spots. Any movement with that system, though, and those totals are going to increase quite a bit. So it has, of course, it was a wet spring, but as far as summer is concerned, we've actually been pretty par for where we should be, especially for July, with below normal rain for June. So it has been wet. I've been getting a lot of messages about how wet this summer's been, but it was really May. May is what did it. That 5 inches of rain that came down in May, that's what really did it. So these next few days, we'll be watching temperatures in the upper 70s for Monday and Tuesday. It's going to be a lot nicer once we get into the start of next week. Lower humidity and just very pleasant conditions, not quite as hot. But tomorrow, hot and humid, middle 80s with those temperatures in the upper 80s, especially further inland. 10-day forecast, though, a lot of sunshine on the way Monday through Thursday. But tomorrow, first alert is in place for those thunderstorms. So keep an eye out, especially if you're going to be on the move for your Sunday afternoon and evening.
Sid, thank you.